moment I hit the go live button, I have to yawn. Hi, everybody. It's, time for some Slay the Spire mods. We still have a good chunk left out of the, pile that are, set up here. Today we're gonna go with some ninja, I don't know.
Who's this asshole?
Shrug. They're definitely a Naruto. Like, dropping the bit, I'm pretty sure this is Sasuke.
Oh, this is Sasuke.
I'm pretty sure this is Sasuke, but I read Naruto in Shonen Jump originally up through them getting some sort of exam and then going on a mission and eating shit. And that's
so you read the good parts of Naruto.
and that's as far as I got.
Perfect. Excellent work. You didn't need to go any further.
But, looks like, from what we can tell here, the part that interests me is that we have wields lightning and focus as a mechanic.
Yeah, alright.
So yeah, let's see how deep. Ooh, boy. Ooh.
Oh, we're using sprites from one of those jump fighting games, I see.
This is like nah, this looks almost a little too good to be like a GBA sprite.
Nah, you could pull that off on the GBA.
Yeah, it's probably about your limit. Honestly, okay, it's not that it looks too good, it looks too tall. Because the GBA is the smushed thing in the world.
The GBA does have the tiniest screen known to man. There's never been a tinier screen.
When we're under half health, +2 focus. Alright, oh boy. Good news. 12 card starter with a curse.
I see.
So, we have strike, 4 strikes, 5 defends. They are strike and they are defend. Chidori, which is deal 5. Evoke a lightning orb unless you or create one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, this is doing the thingy with your eyeball.
Yeah, this is the famous Sharingan, as they say.
I remember that because he did that before he got his ass kicked by a dude out in the swamp.
Yes.
Apply to lock on scry to draw. Holy shit.
Yeah, it seems pretty good.
Yeah.
I think this is probably the premier move that the starting deck has.
Yeah.
So.
As far as orb terms go, channel is create orb, evoke is spend orb. So if you have a lightning orb set as next orb, spend orb for 8 damage. Otherwise, create orb.
There is also a term for just activating its passive effect as well on the defect, but I don't remember what that term is.
Yeah,
Random relic sounds great. Going down to 65 health, no problem.
yeah. I'll take that. Early
Oh,
shovel.
hell yes.
Oh, boy.
Primo, let's go.
All right. That means all right.
You know, it's an excellent, an easy pick is Fusion Hammer at this point.
Fusion Hammer. So it looks like something like
because you have
this.
a extremely good alternative now.
We can't get at you if we do this, but that's okay. I'd rather our elites be late. You know, us have a deck. Yeah. We actually.
I mean, other than that, it's just maximized number of unknowns you can get.
Yeah, something like this. That's 3 fights. Yeah.
Three fights up front is fine.
Yeah, that gets us some card.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Which, looking at us having a 12 card starter with a curse, I feel like so obviously Tringan is strong as hell, but we're looking at 4 strike, 5 defend, and the worst. So there's
This is the worst zap in the world.
No. So there's a card in defect that's just like 8 damage, channel a lightning.
Right.
It's just a lightning strike or whatever, and it's 8 damage create, and this is worse than it in every possible way. The initial relic
it doesn't.
We have +2
The
focus.
initial relic is not going to matter most of the time, which is kind of probably like.
Yeah.
This is likely one of those
boy.
those mods you could probably like. By the way, there's something weird going on. Would you mind if you actually like closed out the Wizard Eyes and recaptured Slay the Spire or something?
Can do. It's doing.
Every so often, whenever you like change something, it goes back and looks at your mod list on the Java image, window.
That's funky.
Yeah. If this doesn't fix it, then I don't think you can. Then I'll just deal with it. But this probably fixes it.
Okay. All right, well, let's get rid of Curse. Okay, so...
Also, you only start with... fun sound effect. You only start with 2 orb slots as well.
Yeah.
You probably want to cycle your lightning as much as possible in this, but still.
Well, especially with lock-on. Because,
Yeah.
like, if I can cycle it again, it's something. Which DS game? Yeah, that's probably more correct. 1 slot.
Yeah, it could be a DS one.
Okay, so... I already have 2 defends in hand, so I don't need those. Yeah, clearly the most powerful... Wonder if I can... Effects volume down a
the
little
effects
bit.
volume probably works.
Let's put that down to like 40, because it seems like they're not correctly...
That's more reasonable.
Okay. Alright, so what the hell do we
Snake
have?
hands!
We got... Block.
Actually a really good defend. So all of the ones in your deck at the time?
Yes.
Deals at least 4 damage,
Oh.
but that means it's really bad right now.
Yes.
On the other hand, deal 10, draw 2. Deal 14, draw 2.
Yeah,
Pretty good.
the only thing that sucks here is like this doesn't, like exhaust means it's only a small upgrade to the deck. But
Yeah.
like compared to the other 2, it's clearly
That block is good.
Yep.
Having 8 for 1 and also applying lock on is actually pretty solid. But
Yeah. Wow. Well, we're not defending on 1, so. Okay. That is... Needs to be some sound balancing in this. But...
You see, the name Chidori means 1,000 birds because the sound of the lightning going off makes it sound like 1,000 birds at once. The game wanted to accurately capture that by making it sound like 1,000 birds at once. So, make an orb. It's a slightly better zap.
Yeah, this is slightly better zap, which kind of... Again, here's another one of these snake hands.
Scry 5 draw 1 is actually pretty rough for 1 mana.
Yeah.
Is this the first like mod in a very long time that I think has underpowered cards?
Maybe. Like everything we've seen, again, like, you know, adding Garuda is fine, but it's an exhaust card, so it's only good for 1 shot.
Yeah.
Chidori here is it's just.
You need to upgrade it before it's like worth playing.
Yeah, and
on the other hand, you do kind of need to have cards in your deck.
I can't go in on Snake until we have more in the deck that Snake works with or against.
It's a common. If you get a number, if you get Cursed Key, then maybe, or something like that.
Modifin, thanks for the sub. Alright, so then that just evokes it, yeah. So.
Okay.
Okay.
+1 strength. That's alright. Alright. Now that's actually kind of a neat effect.
Okay, now we're seeing cards.
This is good against any of the many minion fights of the game. And
here's another. This, you know.
Yeah, this is a super block right here.
Yeah, block plus weak. Okay, let's get ourselves like. It's an interesting upgrade as well. Like just pick up if.
Yeah, I like this one.
Okay. Anyway, now we get some digging. We get some upgrading.
You would have to give up an elite.
Yeah, we'd have to give up, unless, of course, we hit.
You do have Scry in your deck inherently.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's regret.
You also have some more question marks going up. One of those could be remove a card from your deck.
Let's just roll with it and see if that rolls up. That tends to come up early.
Mm-hmm.
Alright,
And if not, you do benefit from taking a bit of damage.
Yeah, maybe we can have our lightning actually deal 5 damage.
Mm-hmm. Maybe.
Do we just have lightning, I'm guessing? Like, no other orb type?
I'm willing to bet it's just lightning. I'm sure if fire orbs were a thing, you'd have fire orbs as well, but they're not, so. Man, Amp Up can only gain 2? Like, does it cost 0 when it's upgraded?
Yeah, it costs 0 when it's upgraded. That's tough because your big stack doesn't even have a way to get a second orb.
Yeah.
And here's, as expected, I kind of expected Exhaust to be some sort of game plan with the cards we've been seeing. Though this doesn't look great with what we've seen already. God, I'm not impressed by any of these.
These are uncommons.
Yeah. Like, Phoenix Flower, at least, like, you know, it says a plan. It's just that, like, right now, we have 2 cards total that play the plan. One is our curse. So, like, the card's just not worth it. You say at least a 0 cost block 3, like, that's a good thing. Like,
0 cost block 3 on a single card that doesn't replace itself is,
Maybe I should go in on the. Well, let's get some damn relics. Or do I need to upgrade the?
I think you need to upgrade that.
Yeah.
That when upgraded becomes much better
Like
because
the card
it becomes zap.
The card without it is quite bad, so I kind of want like to upgrade it for that reason. Okay, I guess that's fine.
This is actually pretty rough. This is a lot of question mark combats.
Yeah, I don't really care for that.
I will throw this out here as one thing that, from what I'm looking at here, if you actually analyze the cards that the defect has, all of the cards that the defect has are actually slightly more efficient than the other classes inherently. Now there's the one it costs 1, deal 7 damage to a random target twice. You know. Or a bunch of things that cost 0, and so it's because there's actually an inherent like opportunity cost to actually producing the orbs. You know, they pay off in the long run, but when you first start like setting them up, they're kind of weak. So there's less things that the defect has to do.
I'm gonna die on combat 4. This is wild.
And yeah, and there's another thing. You can't control who you target with evokes. Well, go to 1. Perish, I guess.
Okay.
Barely not perish. Why is this worse than... It costs 1 at least?
Okay. The upgrade on it being retained means that you get to pick when it goes down?
Yeah.
Still dead when intangible. Yeah.
At least any block makes you invincible with intangible.
Yeah, yeah, okay. Let's see how much this one was just a bad run, and let's see how run 2 ends up looking. But holy smokes, I'm calling me unimpressed.
This is a bad first impression.
Yeah, calling me unimpressed on run 1 here. Not just like, oh, you know, I fell over, but like I fell over on like fight 5. Like, this is wildly underpowered.
Yeah, the base deck for every class, except for the Silent, specifically with the Lagavulin, is still able to deal with basically everything in Act 1, even without getting any upgrades, I think.
Alright, you know what? Let's just go ahead and...
Okay, I saw the words Channel 2 Lightning. That's better.
God, that's so bad on rate compared to,
Oh, it costs 2.
It
Never
costs
mind.
2. Let me have Izanagi again. Our curse is at least, like, fun. It's like a good curse.
Yeah.
Alright. Early shop doesn't mean anything. Let's go like this line. Actually, we'll go the double fight. I don't think we can go for this elite right off. And then we'll have to make the decision if we go here. Because if we go here, we get this nice line. If we don't, we kind of get a double shop line, but that's okay. We'll see what we look like when we hit this point. Okay. At the very least, having the 2-cost attack means we have some sort of offense in the deck right now.
That's actually hard to do so far.
Is there like a I'm not sure again, but like a shiv mechanic maybe?
Maybe. Hopefully.
Yeah. That's tough. I'm gonna try it. I'll see if maybe that's like a main setup. This should be fine. Yeah, we only get 2 energy, but like they only need a strike each. So, well. Okay.
One plated armor?
That's, yup. Okay, there is a shiv plan.
Okay. That might work then. That's also actually a decent attack on rate. That's one, you know.
That's
it's
11.
11 for 1.
11 for 1. This is the first card we've seen that's like above rate, other than that block.
Yeah.
Okay. This is. Oof. So for 2, you get a little better than 2 block. Oof. Oof. All right, you gotta work hard for power in this one. Yeah, give me that gold. See, if we have like 3 curses, we can start building towards like the curse liker.
Yeah, that is a. The thing is, 3 curses in your deck for 12 damage.
I know.
I'm reading the comments on this right now, and a few comments on here are in fact pointing out like this is really underpowered, but
that's unusual.
Most of them less so than I would think.
It's very unusual. It's very unusual for that to be like the thing. Usually,
there's so few. It's so few. Like there's a couple of them.
It makes
I've ever
it very
seen.
stand out when I I think doing this gets us killed unless I take the. You know what? We take the shop then. We just take the shop route.
Oh man, it actually used to be weaker.
That's very funny.
Yeah, the ability to play the curse to exhaust it, that apparently was not the case before. You just had a curse in your deck that killed you slowly.
Oh, this could be bad. Okay. Yeah, we're just relying on the lightning to get there. So we got
You take a little bit less damage from playing Bolt Defense, I think.
Yeah, well, the fight isn't lasting through the next turn. Because we only need, like, a strike plus 1.
I feel like a
Alright.
reasonably effective way to fix this as well is actually just to have the character have above average starting HP. Like why doesn't the character have Ironclad HP? Oh, Dark. Okay, you do have multiple kinds.
We do
of
have multiple. Whenever a Dark Orb triggers its passive, gain 2 Flame Barrier. Oh, passive. Passive. Okay, so this is Channel Dark, and then every turn Thorns too, right? Like,
so long as you have a Dark, yeah.
okay, so that card, I was like, what the hell is this doing? But it's basically fine.
You have the one Shiv card now,
Yeah,
I guess.
Can't pick this up before getting the rest, though, right? Like, that's a way to get myself.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, more or less.
Yeah, like,
having the one means you'll occasionally get that.
But we need the Shiv cards before we can go in on.
Yeah.
Okay, so we want. I also want to upgrade it so it costs 0, because that's, you know. Alright, we are under half now.
Deal 6, evoke your next orb, draw 1 card. So that's okay.
Yeah, I mean, having it. There's all things in the sub. Again, this card is like terrible until you upgrade it, but you just draw 1. We need more orb generation. That's something that just feels missing here.
Yeah. Another thing. The defect starts with an orb. There's just an orb hanging out at the start of every fight as part of his thing.
Yeah. Alright, so let's see if we can, like, fix up. We got a lot of cash. Apply 3 lock on all.
So this can cost a minimum of 2 right now.
Yes. We need, but like, we need orbs before. And then we have block that a focus effects. That's kind of nifty.
Ah, I see.
Oh, this is what we're supposed to do with our curses.
Brain sterity is what focus that affects block is.
Yeah. Alright, I want doubt out of the deck. No matter what here.
This isn't a fantastic set of cards to buy.
No. I'm thinking I might buy the Kaleidoscope because it's cheap and should be reasonable. Yeah, our energy is like little black swirlies. Okay, that upgrade makes it more of a thing. This is awkward. Like, the card's obviously extremely good if you have a curse in your hand. But, like, on rate, it's not going to do anything. Like, the energy isn't going to do anything. Because if I have 5 cards in hand, Shed Skin, break a curse, I have 3 cards left. So the only thing left would be if I had, like, a 2+ card. So it'd all be just the regen 3. And that, but this is like super niche when I only have the 2. At least with stone though, that is like a good plus. Is a damage. Alternately, I can just get Omamori or Juzu bracelet. Or save my cash. There's another shop upcoming.
Yeah, saving cash is not a bad idea. I personally am much more fond of Juzu bracelet than most people, but Pen Nib is a big damage increase in a lot of cases.
Yeah, I think we kind of need. Oh, shit!
Oh, what did you?
The last thing we left here was Madness Form.
Play discard 1 when any card enters your hand or discard pile, deal 2 to random enemy.
Yeah, we left this from the Bloodlord because our Bloodlord deck was so broken. We handed off the broken bullshit that we had for the future.
Do you want to go for it? Then?
This is the
do you
best
wanna
time.
Go to Madness.
This is the best time to do it.
All right, so let's put some garbage in there then. I guess actually the problem is that the majority of the cards that you have taken are actually like, you know, you've chosen cards that are good. So.
Yeah. Maybe just put Izanagi away.
Yeah, sure. That would be like actually more playable in a lot of other decks,
Yeah.
probably.
We could also give up Stone.
You could give up the stone. You know, why not? Give up the stone. I'd play that card in another deck.
Yeah.
What is going on?
What's going on? Alright, here we go. We just get to play our wild nonsense then. That's fine. Oh, sweet, actually. Knock it back out. Yeah, alright. I'd forgotten just how busted Bloodlord was. Sure, I'll take a parry. I'll take wide attack over. Okay. Gain an orb slot, channel a random orb. Add a shiv to your hand, put a card and discard on top of your deck. Okay. Shiv plan. Orb slot for orb plan. I guess adding a daze is also a little bit cool for the wanting drawbacks in your deck. Okay. Whatever the hell that is.
Gain 1 orb slot for each unique debuff on any enemies. Channel 1 plasma.
Yep.
Huh. That is so overcosted. That, like, on average, on your deck right now, that will probably only work for 1. You'd get 1 orb slot and channel 1 plasma.
We would get it with
For 3.
we'd get lock on, and we could probably easily get we could get like weak or something like that out of somewhere else.
Ideally, but even still, like, you'd have to have 3 different debuffs on an enemy to really pull this off to become worth it. And even then, it's not really.
Well, like basically this is saying like channel 1 plasma. Kind of amazed we actually have plasma.
Channel 1 plasma costs 2 by default in defect.
Yeah, well, so that's what this is. So like we're gaining orb slots first. Anyway, I'm not grabbing that.
Guess, yeah, Phoenix would be fine for the Shiv plan. If you can get more Shivs. Considering you only have 1 card that generates Shivs right now.
Yeah, might as well go for it. I don't think there's anything I really... Actually... I don't think that's worth it.
Gonna go ahead and remove a rare from my deck.
It's true. Okay. These are both fine. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and believe in my power against the slime boss.
So, this Bloodlord thing is whenever you draw or discard a card, it deals 2 damage.
Correct. And playing counts. The Bloodlord was the most broken class I've ever played with in life.
Yeah, I mean, this is a single card in your deck. Okay, hold up. Susano. Cost 1 less for each time you've lost HP this combat. Gain a bunch of plated armor. Deal 15 damage, deal damage equal to... Okay, most of the time.
That's a lot of freaking damage.
That one right there, actually a lot of damage.
That's like when we're fighting like 300 enemy, you know, like that's...
Fill your hand with shivs. Never mind. This is your move.
Yeah. Here we go.
This is 1000% the thing that does it.
This is the move.
This is the card that you were looking for.
Yeah.
If you want to later on think like, maybe I should take the Bloodlord out because I think the deck is now functioning, we can, I guess.
Yeah.
I kind of like that, actually. That's a fun power relic. I like that. You don't.
We don't.
But,
you know.
But that is actually fun. I like it. You can't take the Velvet Choker, so I guess this is Pyramid.
Well, that sucks.
Or I guess you could take it.
I'm just gonna take the scale and we'll get back up to it. It's fine. Okay.
We need to get the curse event in here that gives you a Rive. That'd be good.
Yeah, if we can get, like,
the one that upgrades things every turn.
Oh yes.
That's like your ideal event, I think.
So we need to reinvent some curses.
Now I feel bad about putting the stone in the stone of loose stone.
Stone's a neat curse type.
Yeah, I like whenever there's curses that aren't purely negative, but are still mostly negative, sort of. I mean, that one wasn't. That's actually a curse that's mostly positive. I'm just thinking of one that's a curse that's everything gains vulnerable.
Yeah.
That was a good curse, and one that you just play.
One of my favorite curses in the Hermit was high noon, or no, sorry, midnight, 13 to all.
Yeah. The Hermit's a very smart class. I think throughout all the classes that I've ever played, the custom classes, I think that's the one that most feels like a Phoenix. Another Phoenix Flower could be good.
I believe in that.
It's the one that most feels like an official class, you know? Remove a card and upgrade a random card. Transform 2 cards. Transform 2 cards I'm actually looking at.
This upgraded channels a random orb. We could like remove a strike.
That too, yeah.
Okay, I like that a lot.
Wait, come. Oh, okay, yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Intensify your hatred.
Put all hatred into your hand and upgrade them.
I mean, actually, legitimately, that is gain 2 power for a very relatively low downside.
Mm-hmm. Finesse is basically free. Mind Games is here.
I think an obvious additional issue with this class is that, why not?
Sure.
Yeah.
But I don't want the run to actually be defined by some bullshit card from the wrong class. I feel that's a little out of spirit. But it was very funny to get another taste of blood.
Omamori. Okay.
I was
if I called Omamori and got it and cursed you, I would have been I would have found that extremely funny.
Come on, like we want Darkstone or something like that, but we'll see what we get.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, so like mind games. Yeah, that's good. Okay. And then are we coming in for, yep, 27. So we want... You know, a little bit of damage. We're under half now. Our starting relic is so weird because we just aren't, like, super into that. Like, that's not, like, really what our deck is about.
Yeah, it's a very strange relic. I understand that there is a bit of a self-damage thing going on. That's why the hatred plan exists, looking at it. But it feels really weird still.
Oh boy.
This is a lot of damage.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Okay. Got what I was after. Oh boy, can I kill here?
Well, I don't think you can. Not without getting lucky.
Yeah, I need my...
If you got lucky, then...
Yeah, we need to get lucky and have the orbs going the right way. Okay.
Okay, you're good. You're good. You got it. Oh, right. Lock on actually does force it to target, right?
No.
No? Never mind.
You wish it did.
I feel like that's actually on the card that grants lock on the defects. But I guess that's not an inherent part of lock on. Oh, it used to do that, but it doesn't anymore.
All lock on used to do was change targeting. Then they changed it to the damage. I think the card called lock on does do that. That's not what I needed.
Yeah, no, I think you're screwed.
Okay.
It's earnestly weird to have a class that is so weak.
Yeah, I feel like, so obviously there's choices I'm making that are a little bit going out of my way to see, like guess or like, like, okay, maybe this is what we could build towards. And they're obviously not like optimal or whatever, but like, okay, do we have full look at it. All right, I want to see what common stuff actually looks like in this class. So we've got our starting cards, which, like, this is the best one by a mile.
Lose HP to deal damage and channel the dark.
I think that's technically worth it in the sense that, like, I think Channel of Dark is one that costs skill and...
Yeah, it's a 1-cost skill. I think there's an attack that also channels the dark, but it costs 2 on defects.
Lion's Barrage, Shadow, Shuriken, Snake Hands. We have a lot of scrying.
Intensify your hatred. I mean, that's a fun line of text.
That is a fun line of text. This is cute.
I really wish that the block that it gives on the first turn wasn't only mildly better than a defend.
Yeah. Yeah, and then you have like stuff like this. Like, this is literally a skill that just has gain 2 strength. But yeah, one thing I'm noticing, like, if we take a look at commons, we are a orb class that has Channel Dark, Channel Lightning on one of the worst fucking cards. End of common channeling.
There's
Like-
not that many.
Like, compare that to, like, if I just go over to blue here. Here's Ball Lightning, here's Cold Snap, here's Cool Headed. And each of these are, like, real playable cards, along with the Zap that's in your starter and the starting relic you have.
Well, Zap by itself is pretty bad until
Zap-
you upgrade it.
Yeah, Zap is Zap is the same as our Chidori stream, except for the
Yeah.
lightning hit.
It, like, Chidori Stream has a very slight advantage over Zap, but at the same time, also, you have to pick it. You know, it's not your part of your starter deck.
One thing I'm also noticing is that we have a really hefty
Lose HP plan, but no way to gain it back.
and your low starting health.
Yeah. Well, 72 is the average, is slightly average, I think.
Yeah,
That's the amount water starts with, right?
sure,
So,
it's between 70 and 80, but like we're not, you know, we don't have blazing blood. Sure,
yeah.
okay, spite.
Okay, absorb chakra is a rare that does it. That's some speedwagon, you know, putting the arm up to Jonathan's abs sort of stuff. Or rather, putting the other way around, but still.
Yeah.
At the start of your turn, channel 2 lightning for 3.
Is your form.
That's your form. That's really weak for a form. Like, consider uncommon. Whenever you take damage, channel 2 lightning. That costs 1. Is an uncommon, I think. Might even be a common. Or how about whenever you play a power, channel a lightning, you know?
Yeah.
Defect is the orb stuff in this is like not very well thought out, I think, personally.
There's some interesting stuff I'm seeing with like I really like the idea of this first, you know, intensify your hatred. The problem is, like, look at the costing on this card.
Yep, apply 2 weaken vuln for 1 that also has a downside.
Like, you know, I like playing, like, you know, weak vuln is powerful, it's just not that much. Orbs feel a little tacked on, yeah. Like, especially, like, there's only 1 card that generates plasma. I don't think there's anything that innately generates frost.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any frost at all.
I'm seeing some interesting, like, directions. All the scry stuff. But, like, I also feel like I've seen better scry. Oh, random poison plan?
Just a little bit of poison. Draw 3 cards, add 2 slimes to your hand, so draw 5. That's only playable if you have, I guess the draw 3
The draw 3 for
first,
0.
so.
Draw 3 for 0 is actually just playable
Yeah.
on its own. There's a plan for this, like the status curse stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Like, I guess Dragon Flame exhausts it, and Snake Hands are like your payoff. I guess this is your, like, this has got to be your payoff, is you generate a bunch of like statuses in your grave with like, where's Tomoe? Yeah, things like that. But yeah, or, you know, like Slither making slimed, and then you're like, cool, whatever, I don't care. Because you discard them. Snakes. There's Tomoe. Yeah, wow, I don't know. I have trouble seeing where this one comes together. Like, I can see like a deck that'll work just fine, like on Lion's Barrage and Shadow Shuriken and a little bit of strength. I can see maybe if you get something like a couple copies of Slither and some of the like cards that really want you to have drawbacks in your deck, that could work. The orbs don't look like they do anything. Your starting relic feels really bad too. Like, +2 focus when you're under half HP is just like, we aren't using focus.
Yeah, it's like the starting relic is one of the easiest. Just, you know, get a different rare relics I've seen in a while.
If I was not, yeah, if I wasn't following my own rule, I would throw it I would just throw it away. Huh. Alright, well, let's jump on to something else then. Well, we clearly haven't.
Ah, Gemeralds and slime.